Hey everybody, welcome to Your Beautiful Table, a YouTube channel and a website all about helping you make your tabletops beautiful. Today we're going to talk about the Spode Christmas Tree China pattern, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new to Your Beautiful Table, we are a website at yourbeautifultable.com and a YouTube channel that helps you make your tables beautiful. And we talk about everything from china, tableware, glassware, silverware, napkins, tablecloths, those kinds of things, just to help make your tabletops beautiful and your life a little bit better. So today we're going to talk about the Spode Christmas Tree China pattern, but before we jump into it, I wanted to preview a couple of things. One is I've got some videos that are coming to you. So you'll see that I've got the Bath & Body Works Black Cherry Merlot candle that I'm going to review. Behind me you'll see I've got a centerpiece ready. I'm going to show you how I put this together for your holiday tables. I'll give you some ideas here. And I'm burning the Nest Pumpkin Chai candle, so I'll be bringing it to you soon. But today we're going to talk about the Spode Christmas Tree China pattern. I know it's not quite yet Christmas, and I know I'm pushing it, but I wanted to be sure that you had the information available to you when you move into holiday time. I'm already beginning to see in some stores that Christmas is coming out. You know, people are getting into the just the holiday spirit. It's been a rough year on everybody, and so to bring a little bit of brightness into these darker fall days, you know, you won't hear any argument from me. Before we jump into more detail about the Spode Christmas Tree China pattern, know that we have a newsletter, and the newsletter is the way that I do giveaways. And so we are one YouTube subscriber away from a giveaway. So when we hit different milestones like 300 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. So two things. One is you need to subscribe if you haven't already. So click the subscribe button below and sign up for the newsletter. There's a link in the description. Just click it, sign up for it. I don't spam you, I promise, but that is the way that I communicate with you all if you are a winner of our giveaway. So consider signing up. Okay. Spode Christmas Tree China. Y'all, I collect Cuthbertson Christmas Tree. It's called Cuthbertson Original Christmas Tree. The reason why I collect that is because someone started me out on that collection and they gave me their set, and I've just grown. But I've really enjoyed collecting holiday china. It's something that I look forward to using every holiday season and bringing back out. And so if you are considering a holiday collection, you can do the Cuthbertson or you can do Spode like what we're talking about today. There's an advantage to Spode because Spode is affordable, I think, and it's widely available. So it has been, Spode has been manufacturing the Christmas tree pattern since 1938. That's when it first came to market. And so there is a lot of Spode china that's available to you. So whether it is at consignment shops, antique stores, on eBay, or with new pieces that are available at retailers, you have a lot of access to Spode china. And so it's one of the things that you might consider starting out and building a collection. So let's talk about it. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I'll drop a picture into the video right here, but you'll be able to see the Spode Christmas Tree China pattern is on a white china plate. It's not too bright white, but it's a nice white plate with a green border all the way around. It creates this really spectacular base for the Christmas tree. Now, the Christmas tree is not a modern interpretation of a Christmas tree, but rather it is a nostalgic Christmas tree. This was a Christmas tree pattern that they came up with in 1938, so it doesn't look like probably the Christmas trees of today. It's a little bit looser. It's got toys and some other decorations in the tree, but it is a nostalgic interpretation of a Christmas tree. So you'll see there that there are lovely green boughs that are different colors of green, and those different colors of green just add texture and depth to the Christmas tree. There's a central brown trunk with a variety of colors that helps make that Christmas tree just come alive. The decorations hanging on the Christmas tree are a variety of colors. I see pink, blue, yellow, orange, that just really help to make the Christmas tree pop. And I like that because it's not just your classic red and green, but it has a lot of other colors in there too. Looking down at the base of the Christmas tree, you'll see that there are presents surrounding the base of the Christmas tree. Again, in those same colors, yellow, blues, greens, pinks. And then there's little bits of holly that are tucked in, just adding another festive holiday touch. And so one of the things about this China pattern is that it can coordinate with a lot of other colors because of the colors in the China pattern. The other thing that I like is you can dress this up. You can make it more formal for an evening time dinner or make it a really classy presentation, or you can make this more casual and bring it down for more of an everyday. And that's one of the things that I really like both about the Spode Christmas Tree China pattern and the Cuthbertson. It can really serve for every day during the holidays, or it can be reserved for special occasions. So a little bit of history about Spode itself. So Spode, as a manufacturing company for China and tableware, is older than the United States. So Spode was founded in England in 1770. It's been around for a long time, but the Spode Christmas Tree China pattern only came to being in 1938. So it's a little bit of like this, a nice synergy of big business. So there was a salesperson here in the United States that was looking to sort of grow the market for Spode products here in the United States, who went over to England, was brainstorming with the art director at Spode, and they went through the archives and came up with the Spode Christmas Tree pattern. Of course, Christmas is bigger in the United States than it is in the UK, and for that reason, Spode Christmas Tree has been a really great seller for the company. In fact, I found data that said it was the most sold China pattern in the fourth quarter of 1999. Now, granted, that's been a while back, but still, it was a bestseller. So a perennially successful China pattern for the Spode company. And so since 1938, of course, there's been innovation in the China design, and it's changed over time. Primarily, the Christmas tree has remained the same, but the band on the outside has gotten smaller and larger. They've changed the color from green to red a little bit, and they sometimes have put in years. So, for example, they might paint on like 1989 or 1990 on the plate and the different pieces that they've made. Speaking of pieces that they made, of course, since 1938, there's a wide assortment of different China pieces that they've made, from the regular tableware like plates and dishes and cups and saucers and all that kind of good stuff. Glassware has been a part of the Spode tabletop for the Christmas tree China pattern. They moved into table linens like placemats, tablecloths, napkins, those kinds of things. So moving into more of the fabric that helps you decorate the table. And then they also moved into lots of serving pieces. So for hors d'oeuvres, cakes, pies, those kinds of things. And like cheese trays and salt and pepper shakers. There's a lot of Spode that's available and out there. So since 1938, there's a wide assortment. There are people who have been collecting it, and there are people who inherit it but don't want it. And so where can you find Spode? So Spode is still being manufactured, so you can find brand new Spode pieces at lots of different retailers. So from department stores to online at the Spode website to Amazon. So there's a lot of places where you can find it. I see it a lot when I'm out during holiday time with a beautiful table set up when I'm looking for Christmas gifts. You can also find it at consignment shops, antique shops, and maybe even sometimes at thrift shops. So that's where I really like to find my pieces. So first of all, Cuthbertson isn't being made anymore, the China pieces that I collect, and so I have to go there to find it. But I see a lot of Spode, and sometimes they're mixed in. So you want to be sure to check out that what you're buying is part of your collection. You'll develop a really good eye at spotting it from across an antique mall. You'll say, "Oh, there it is," and be able to spot the differences. One of the cool things is, because it's so widely available, you'll find Spode Christmas Tree China throughout the year. And so right after the holidays in January or whatever, people want to clear out their antique booths. You can really find some really great deals. If you know of someone who is a Spode Christmas Tree China collector, go ahead and buy their gifts. Then keep them in your gift closet or in a room in your home. And then when it's time for their birthday gift or Valentine's Day or whatever, you can, or Christmas, you can give them that gift that you bought on sale earlier in the year. Alrighty, so you can find Spode is widely available, and that's what makes it so fun to collect. So how do you clean it, and how do you take care of it? So Spode may say, especially these newer pieces, dishwasher safe. And here's the thing. Just because something is dishwasher safe doesn't necessarily mean you should put it in the dishwasher, especially if it's going to be something that you're going to keep and collect for a long time. Let me tell you a little bit about China and something called crazing. Crazing doesn't mean you're going crazy, but crazing is what happens to the glaze on China pieces when it looks like small cracks and almost will make like a fish scale kind of appearance. It's still smooth and it's safe to use, but crazing is cracks in the glaze. If you say glaze and cracks really fast, it comes out clacks. But there are cracks in the glaze. Now I'm going to get tongue-tied on that the whole time. So to avoid that, or to try to avoid that, keep your plates from going to temperature extremes. And so that means don't let them get too hot and don't let them get too cold, because the pottery of the plate will expand at a different rate than the glaze that's on the plate, and that difference between the temperatures is what causes the crazing. And so one of the ways to do that is to wash them in lukewarm water. Just use soapy water and rinse them and dry them, and then be ready to store them. Unless you just don't care. But they're not out that much during the year. It's fun to use them. Find somebody that likes washing dishes and just wash them that way. So that also means, I wouldn't put them in the microwave. Put your microwave food in the microwave, and don't put it. Now they can go read the back of the plate and see if it's microwave safe. They could go in the microwave. Just because they can doesn't mean they should. And then into the refrigerator. So the refrigerator is going to take something from room temperature and then chill it down, and that's sort of the reverse. Rather than getting hot, it's getting cold, and will cause some of that crazing. So you want to keep them in reasonably within a realm of temperatures. Now, despite your best efforts, the plates may craze, and it just happens, and it's part of the sort of patina that develops over the years with the collection. So, but to avoid that, or to try to delay it for as long as possible, try to hand wash your dishes. Now let's talk about storing your Spode china. So storing your Spode china. So most of the time it's probably not going to be out, and so you'll probably want to pack it away. A few things. You don't want to stack your dishes too tall, because the weight of those dishes on top of each other will push down on the ones on the bottom and may cause them to break or crack. So one is, don't stack them too tall. The other one is, you may want to use felt pads or little pieces of felt or some kind of fabric in between each plate. So the underside of the plates or dishes probably have a little bit of a rough place where the plate was resting on the kiln or where it was manufactured, and the glaze has left sort of a rough spot there at the bottom of the plate. Also, where that plate is touching, even if it's not rough, dust and different things will get there, and the movement can scratch the finish of the plate beneath it. And so you want to avoid that. So, if you stack your plates just a few tall, then you can put pieces of fabric or felt in between each one. And I'll put a link below. There's some felt pads, or you can find a piece of felt and cut out circles or squares and just rest them in between. But felt pads are great for all of your dishes, and so you want to store them that way. The other thing that you want to consider is storing them in a climate-controlled environment. So, if you're like me, some of my holiday decor will go up into the attic. Well, you don't want to put your holiday dishes up there, because, again, it gets really hot. So your attic is not heated and cooled, and so it will get cold in the winter and warm in the summer. And again, that temperature change will cause the crazing to happen on your dishes. So put them in the china cabinet, put them in a buffet, put them in a closet that's temperature controlled, so in the main areas of your home, so that you can store them that way. And then I just store them in a box, like a cardboard box. I find that those Tupperware containers that you can see through are flexible. They're not sturdy enough, and so I just don't put them in that kind of box. So find some things that work for you, but just dishwasher is a no-no, even though it says that it can, but hand wash them, store them with felt or fabric in between, or you could fold up newspaper too, and then keep them in a closet where it's climate controlled, so that it's in air conditioning or in a heated space. Okay, so now we're on to the fun part, how to decorate with your Spode Christmas Tree china. So this is where you get to be really creative. So I'll put a couple of pictures in the video below, and you can see where some people have really taken it up. There's a picture here of candelabras with red candles, and they've used the Christmas china, coordinating with different napkins and tablecloths of green and red to really make it festive and sort of take it up a notch and make it more elegant for the formal dining space. They also have used in some settings tartan or plaid as the napkin, and that's a great way to add in a little bit more color and texture. Another pattern is a lot of fun. And then another thing that you can consider to do is to take it more natural or relaxed or comfortable. So make it casual. So take it down for every day. You can use wood elements or natural elements here. There's whether it's rush or woven or sticks or those kinds of things for the tablecloth or on the tablecloth or on the placemat. You can mix and match, so you can really bring in sort of that winter wonderland kind of feel and have the table have the china be a contrast to that, or you can take it up and have it really classy and kind of fancy. So that's one of the things that I like about it. Be creative. Consider using a charger under the plate to add another depth. You could use a coordinating color, whether it's green or red or even a gold will help bring in a third color. So lots of options when it comes to decorating. Consider if you want to, you could go all out, but another thing that you can do is add in different items to your collection that are sort of take it in a different vein. So rather than doing things that are too matchy-matchy, you might bring in red glasses or red glassware or green glassware. And I'll put a picture here of some green glasses that I saw recently in an antique mall that might be like, oh wow, okay, this is where you want to go, rather than having like Spode everything. So Spode dishes and Spode placemat and Spode tablecloth and Spode glassware and Spode everything. You may just want to have the main plate, or maybe even have like your regular plates and have a salad plate on top that's the Spode Christmas tree pattern, and then have a red glass or a green glass, those kinds of things. So have fun with it, mix it up. That's one of the places where you can add a little bit of your own flair to your tabletop. Friends, I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the Spode Christmas tree china pattern. I have really enjoyed, more than I thought that I would, looking for and collecting my Christmas china. And so if you are thinking about going down that road, Spode is a great Christmas tree china pattern to begin with. It's everywhere. You can, it's affordable, and it makes for a really great gift for your friends to give to you if you're a collector. So thanks, friends. Consider subscribing, and we'll see you soon for more videos about the things that I'm going to share with you for fall. Stay tuned. See you next time.